Number 6. At this point, the stories only get more strange from here. Thousands of people are crowding around two men. Afraid and angry, the mob picks up giant rocks. They want these two guys dead. But before they have the chance to hurl their stones, a terrifying cloud descends from the heavens. It's God, and he's even more furious than the crowd, but for a completely different reason. Only 40 days prior, God sent 12 men to spy out the land of Canaan. This was the land God had promised to the Israelites, his chosen people who were living in the wilderness at the time. The spies couldn't believe their eyes. Everything in this land was huge. The grapes, the figs, the pomegranates, but so were the people. Why were there giants living here? Where did they come from? The spies returned to their leader Moses and told him they couldn't enter the land God had promised them because they were like grasshoppers compared to the size of these Canaanite giants. But 2 of the 12 spies objected. God is with us, they said. Do not fear the giants. The first spy who objected was named Caleb, and the other Joshua, who was also Moses' protege at the time. The people wanted to silence these 2 guys because they feared Moses would send them to battle against these giants, so they picked up stones. But God intervened and gave the people what they wanted. He told them that because of their lack of faith in him, they would be forced to wander the wilderness for 40 years. But after their time was up, God used Joshua to lead the people into the land and commanded them to exterminate all of the giants. But who were these strange giants? The key to understanding these mystery giants is found in Joshua 11 after Joshua had completed his war. The Bible says that God actually hardened the hearts of the people who went to battle against the Israelites so that he could utterly destroy them. Okay, that sounds a bit harsh, but you have to keep reading. It says that at the time, Joshua came and cut off the Anakim. Now this is a super interesting word. Remember how 40 years before Joshua's conquest of the land, Moses sent Joshua into the land with 11 other guys to spy it out. These guys didn't just see large people in the land. They saw something so much more. These giants were the sons of Anak, who came from the Nephilim. That's right, this word right here is actually the word Nephilim. The Bible says that one of the main reasons God flooded the earth hundreds of years earlier, only saving Noah and his family, was because fallen angels had made babies with human women. And the Bible calls these creepy, fallen, angel-human babies Nephilim. This is why these babies grew much taller than any other humans on the planet at the time. It's because they weren't just human, they were supernatural beings. Why did God want these things completely annihilated? I mean, if God is a merciful God, why did he tell Joshua to show no mercy to these creatures? Well, in order to answer this question, we first need to talk about demons. Many people believe that a demon is just an extra creepy way to talk about fallen angels, but that's not what the ancient Jews believed. When you look at ancient Jewish texts, you find out that the Jewish people of the Old Testament actually believed that demons came from the Nephilim. As a human being, you have an immaterial spirit living inside of you, which is why when you die, your body is buried in the ground, but your spirit continues to live on into eternity. But what kind of spirit does a Nephilim giant have? Because God considered the union between these fallen angels and human women to be unclean, their disembodied spirits were also considered to be unclean spirits. In other words, what we call demons today are actually the disembodied spirits of the Nephilim.